Oh, yo, welcome back to another video, guys. Look what we have here. As you can see here, I have the new, Sanei plushies. But which one specifically? The Sonic 2024 ones. And yes, I finally got them after like 5 months of release. Yeah! If I'm being honest, I got these in Mecca, Japan, and I think that's really the only site. The other ones, they put them up for like way too expensive. Believe me, bro. The prices are actually bad. Even though they live in Japan, they still want to like put these plushies as $90 each, which is crazy because I got each of these for 20 bucks. I mean, eBay has these, but for really expensive, like I just said, 90 bucks. If you want to pay that, I don't know. I don't know if these are still available in Mecca, Japan, though. So I'm gonna update y'all. I'm gonna put an image up here.
Them are ranging through prices of $20 to $40.
If they were there, if they're back, really nice. That's really cool. But if they're back in a really like expensive price, well, that's too bad. And if they're not even back, well, that's gonna be even worse, bro. What's gonna be the future of these plushies, bro? Will they continue to make them, or will they become rare again like the last ones? Anyways, enough preamble. Let's just move on to the main character, which is Sonic right here. Look, just look at him. This time I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna leave the other two characters in the background. But anyways, you got Sonic right here. Just look at him. For sure, he does look like he got stung by a bee. Just his muzzle, I don't know why it looks like that. And his nose looks a bit strange. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But other than that, he's pretty nice. Obviously, a lot of people might not like the square body, but I do. It's just so they can have a sitting position, like every other like Sanei plushies, like the Mario ones. Look, he's a touchdown. That's really cool. If we move on to his eyes, we got his pupils right there, embroidered too. They look very nice, and also his mouth, which is a brown color. That's very nice. And these plushies, they are hecking soft, bro. Like you can tell by looking through the screen. Anyways, as you can see here, he has his I forgot what these are called, his eyebrows or whatever. His ears, this is what I like about this, is that his ears are actually ears. They're like in 3D, they're real, not like in like other Sonic plushies. For example, GE, they look like ears, but like it doesn't feel the same like these, because they look way better with real ears. Anyways, moving on to his quills, they look very nice. Look at that. Oh, it's so soft, bro. Damn. Yeah, the side profile looks very nice. It actually looks like, well, how his side profile is supposed to look like. Like that Sonic drawing. Anyways, yeah, overall his head looks very nice. It's a bit big, but not as big as Shadow's. Holy, I'm sorry guys, but I don't think I'm gonna get Shadow from this set. I'm probably gonna get Amy. She's gonna be my next one, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, his head is a bit big, but I mean, he's a plushie, and most Sonic plushies, they have big heads. Anyways, moving on to his body, like I said, it's built like a square. From the front, it doesn't look like it. It looks more like a rectangle. If you make him like this, like skinny. But if you push him back like this, he's gonna look fat. But that's why I like to keep it like this. Anyways, his quills, yeah, they look nice, but they look a bit weird. I have to be honest, they look a bit weird. But I like his tail though, it's very nice, but it's a bit small. Oh yeah, look at the tag, look at the tush tag. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog. That is very nice. And then, we got his tummy right here, which is soft. And I think, oh yeah, you can hear the beads in his booty. Anyways, yeah, his body is overall pretty nice, even though it's a bit fat. But still, moving on to his arms. Well, it's just standard noodly arms. Anyways, the hands though, I feel like they're a bit different than the Mario ones. Duh, obviously. Like, you can tell they're different because these are open and, you know, they're very, very soft. Woo! And they're nicely placed, you know, they're evenly placed. I mean, sometimes the hands might come in like this. I'm not joking, I swear they can come in like this. But anyways, yeah, the arms look very nice. Moving on to his legs. They're long, yeah. Anyways, yeah, they look pretty nice. And then look at his socks. He's just freaking cool, man. What can I say? Look at his shoes. Look at this. I like the material of the shoes, by the way. This is like the GE Sonic plushies material. Like this part specifically, I think. Anyways, yeah, it looks nice. Although I'd say the rest of the shoes, they look a bit weird. They could have added a bit more detail, but yeah, that doesn't matter that much. And yep, that's pretty much it, this Sonic plush. I don't know what to say. He's just really, really good. Just look at him. There's pretty much nothing wrong about him. Like, I don't care if he looks like he got stung by a bee. He literally looks like the old one. But way better in my opinion. Hear me out now. I swear he looks much better. Since we're gonna talk about the plushie, let's move on to the tag, you know? Honestly, I don't really know if like the renders look better or the art tag like renders look better, but still, it looks very nice. All-Star Collection, you can see right there, we got a Sonic render. That says Sonic 100%, size small. Maybe they might make a size medium in the future. Number 1 in the set. Number 1. Does this mean we'll have more? I don't know. Let's just wait and find out. Anyways, I cannot read any of this. I cannot read Japanese. I cannot speak. Anyways, moving on to the back. Well, again, I cannot speak Japanese. Whoa, made in Vietnam. Well, that's weird, buddy. But yeah, overall, he's a pretty nice plush. You know what? I'm biased. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with me being biased? I do not give a single fuck. This plush gets a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I've been wanting this exact plush since I was
4 years old.
7 years old, bro. I don't care if anyone might hate this plush, but I like it a lot. He's really nice. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. I do not care. Moving on to Tails, though. My boy, I got a good looking Tails. Look at him. His eyes are actually evenly placed, unlike other Tails I've seen. Because sometimes they're very separate for some reason and they look ugly. Look at his hair. Oh. Anyways, yeah, let me just get onto the plush real quick. Embroidered eyes, they look very nice. I like that. I like this color. And then, you know, we got his hair, like I just said, which is very shiny, and he's he's also very soft, just like Sonic. We got his we got Tails' ears, you know, they look nice, but a bit like far away, don't you think? Don't you think they should be like a bit more up here? Yeah, they messed up a little bit there, but it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, over here looks nice. He has the big forehead, like imagine him but without hair. Yep, big forehead boy. We move on to the back, you know, we got some stitching here, a bit messy, but what can you really do? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but all the Sonic plushies have these plastic hooks, so you can, like, if you're gonna sell these, you can just hang them there, and there's gonna be, anyways, yeah, we got his, I don't know, we got this right here, his fur, I guess, I don't know, man. It looks very nice, you know. It's so soft. Look at that smile. Look at that smile, bro. Look at that smile. Makes me so happy. Just look at it. It's V-shaped. This is so anime. Kawaii! Bro, he looks so cute. Just look at him. He's smiling, bro. And he looks like he actually has emotion, unlike the 2013 one, or I mean 2012 one. That one looks depressing. He looks like the Joy Polish one. Anyways, look at his nose. It is a normal plastic nose. But yeah, his head is pretty much overall very nice. I wish it looked more like the images they showed though. That's like a little bit of a mess up. But anyways, moving on to his body. This thing is built like a sack, like a ball sack. Anyways, look at his belly. Very nice, very nice. And look at his tuft of hair right here. It's three triangles, but it looks nice anyway. Moving on to the back, you know, it's just a bag, bro. He looks a bit fat, but it doesn't matter. He looks cute. Look at him. Look at that sad profile. Anyways, moving on to his tails. They look nice. Even though I wish they had more triangles, because they look a bit odd. Only a bit odd. Look. Because there's only 4. But it's not even that big of a deal. He's a cartoon character. They have to simplify it. This is the only thing I don't like about this plush. But it's only of my plush. The tails are a bit misplaced. I wish they weren't like this, bro. Just take a look at that. Come on, man. Oh yeah, and you can pull these back like foreskin. Anyways, yeah, he looks very nice from his body. And you can also hear his beats on his booty. And I'm not gonna forget, he also has a Sonic the Hedgehog touch tag right there. Looks very nice. It's very black. Yeah, but overall his body's nice. Moving on to his arms, they look nice. I like how he always had like different gloves than the other ones. Cause look at that. That's cool. It looks nice. Do I know what it is? Hell no, but it looks nice. That's what's important. Oh yeah, and his hands are like way smaller than Sonic's. Oh, compare these two knuckles. Ah, hell nah, bruh. Yeah, but his hands are overall cute and they're small. Yeah, no, I'm never doing that again. What did I just do, bro? What did I just do? Anyways, yep. His arms look very nice and very small. Anyways, moving on to his legs now. If you pull back his socks, they are freaking long. But still, he looks very nice. Again, the same thing. Just like the gloves, the socks also look the same. Do I know what this is? The gray part? No, but it looks nice. And his shoes, I like how they make it like seem like they're actually Tails' shoes. They don't look like a lazy freaking holy freaking moly. They don't make it look like a circle like on other plushies. Like you can tell this is supposed to be a triangle, and also for these shoes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in Sonic, it also has the same thing. They're supposed to look like triangles, you know, not like circles. Same thing with Sonic though. I wish they put more detail here, but still, it doesn't really matter. Why would you look at their feet anyway? Anyways, overall, again, this whole video is biased. Why are you watching this? Nah, I'm joking. Keep watching it, please. I need food, bro. I have not gotten fed since the last 3 weeks. Anyways, overall, I'll rate this plush about a 9.5 out of 10, bro. He's a perfect Tails plush. What can I say? GE's, that's the perfect Tails plush. If he didn't have his hand stuck on his tail, bro. Like, why would you do that? Anyways, let me just put it back here. Why did I almost forget? You see? I'm too excited for this plush. Same thing with the tag. Looks nice. Surrender. All-Star Collection, number 2. That definitely says Tails right there. I cannot read Japanese. But still, he's a very nice plush. And I love him. I love all of these. Now, moving on to my big boy. Knuckles! Call me Meat Rider, but I prefer this over the GE one. I don't know. It's just his charm. It works over me. He has a more like expressive face in my opinion. Like the GE one for sure, he does have like a mouth and you would say that's more expressive, but like just look at him. Look at this one. He's tough. Look at his side profile. He can be like, oh darn it, Sonic. Oh, you stole my e-girl. Like, dude, that looks so freaking cool, so freaking tough. You know what? The battle is so serious. I gotta put these like right here. Okay, maybe I do see a bit differences. This one, like, it still looks better, but we gotta remember, this one is oh, what the? Bro, my Hispanic accent is coming out right now. 30. This one is 30 bucks, and this one, it is from Japan, but these are like made for like 20 or 25 bucks. Now, you might say, but Anderson, that's a $5 difference. How come this one looks way better and this one is smaller and a bit worse looking? Well, you see, I don't know, bro. Just watch the video, bro. Honestly, just watch the video. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to his face, you know, we got that nice embroidery. Look at his pupils. Oh, I love that color. I love it. Anyways, look at his eyebrows. They're looking nice. I wish I had more eyebrow here, though. He looks a bit odd like without eyebrows. See? Right there. No eyebrow part. And I love his muzzle, too. Like, look at that. Look at that. He just looks so cool. Like, take a look at this, bro. You just take a look at that. I'm watching you. I know where you live. I'm gonna touch you. And yeah, his nose looks also very nice for the muzzle. Like, they complement each other very well. Maybe in the front. No, even in the front, it does not look that bad. And not even from the side. Yeah, he looks expressive as hell. And then we move on onto his dreads. They look very nice. And unlike the GE Knuckles Plush, he doesn't have that much of a big head. Take a look at that. He doesn't look that odd from the back. Okay, maybe a little bit. But you really gotta plump him up. Pulling out all the juices. Oh, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I like his dreads. They look very nice, obviously. Only I'm gonna put like something to put them like this so they can stay in place. Cause yeah, they do go off a bit far out. But what can I really do? This plush was like in a bag for like 2 months, cause that's how long I was waiting for them to get here. Anyways, yeah, from the face he looks very, very nice, very, very cool. Now from the body, we got his embroidered crushed moon shape. I don't know, man. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice, but we could have made it a bit more bigger, you know, maybe a bit more bigger. And going on to the back, you know, we got that big fat body, but you know, it's so they can sit down, but still it looks nice. And his tail also looks nice, and it's very soft too. And we cannot forget the tush tag. Look at that, Sonic the Hedgehog again, baby. Yeah, but his body looks nice. I don't know what to say, bro. This is actually like the most basic body. Moving on to his arms, you know, we got this. We got these skinny arms, and then we move on to the massive. Anyways, we got his massive hands right here. You know what? They look nice. They look nice. They look nice. They look very, very cool. In reality, that's just how Knuckles' hands will look like. So what can you really do about it? They look nice. And either way, if you want to put them in a like punch position, you can. Technically, yeah, technically. You just gotta work a little bit. Maybe a little too much, but still. Look at that, he's punching you. But yeah, he's a very nice looking plush, honestly. Without moving on to the legs, only on the body and the arms and the head. That's crazy. Yeah, his legs, they, you know, again, skinny, but they look nice. I don't know what these are in the game, honestly. I don't know what these are in the games, bro. I guess his plates look nice. Yeah, they look nice. The green ones, the green things. And his shoes, oh my, bro, his shoes, bro, they look so good. Just take a look at that. It's perfection. It's the shape it's supposed to be. And then we also got some embroidery here, you know, to signify the Lego shoes. And yeah, that's about it. Same problem on the shoes, but does it really matter for this perfect looking plush? No, it doesn't. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm Knuckles, oh yeah, I'm wiggling it, oh yeah. Moving on to his tag now, again, a render instead of art. All-Star Collection, number 3. Number 3. I cannot speak Japanese, So overall, how much would I give this plush out of a 1 through 10? He's just as good as the 2012 one. He's just as good as that one. And yeah, I want to say something else too. These guys, they have a better like color palette than the 2012 ones. Just look at Sonic's color. Tell me that doesn't look like an appealing color. And then look at Tails. He actually looks like a happy color. He doesn't look depressing as a 2012 one. Now look at Knuckles. The same thing. The 2012 ones look so saturated, so that's why I prefer these overall. Because the colors look so much lively, they look much happier. Maybe the quality control isn't there yet, but you know, eventually it will be. So overall, this plush set, bro, it brings me memories, bro. I've been wanting basically this whole plush set, but mostly Sonic for a really, really long time. I finally got them. Maybe not the classic ones, but I got these versions, the more cheap ones, the ones where I wouldn't have to sacrifice a limb or a leg. A limb or a leg, yep, that's how creative I am. Anyways, overall this whole plush set is a 10 out of 10 excluding Shadow. I'm sorry guys, excluding Shadow. But yep, that's about it. That's all I have to really say, because there is the Sonic plushies. Are there better looking ones than these? Maybe. But these are like very unique, and that's what I like about them. I like unique people. I mean unique plushies. Ooh. The reason why this whole video I've been hyped up is because, well, these plushies hype me up, bro. Just take a look at them. Golly. They're my grails, bro. My holy grails. Just take a look at them. Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at them. Oh. Yeah, this is just like D-writing. This is D-writing now, bro. Hell no. Anyways, I really had to say goodbye. Have a good day, guys, or a good night. Go to sleep. Charge that Chromebook if you even have one. And yeah, that's about it, bro. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Pretty much here too. Announce that there's finally a plush vid in the works. When will it come out? I don't know. But what I do know is that it will be an hour long. Is it good? I don't know. Was it taken seriously? Nope, just for the funsies. And just like the image displayed here, it will be absolute cinema, absolute cinema, absolute cinema. Loki left this part for the music.